The power is back.
What's up, family? It's Too Cool TB here representing Powered by Vibes, and we're back for another episode of Artist Discovery. So, as you know, I don't know if this is case worldwide, but in March, this is Women's History Month. So to represent that, Powered by Vibes is selecting all women artists for the month of March to be featured every weekend in the Artist Discovery series. And to kick it off, I found this artist is by the name of Saffire Rose. I briefly had a chance to reach out to the artist and get permission to use one of their songs. I called it Audible because I realized there's actually a newer song that has a video to it. So we're going to do this song. So it's an artist by the name of Saffire Rose, who is from the central coast of Australia, but now lives in Melbourne, Australia, which is evidently, according to the bio, the music capital of Australia. I didn't know that. I just learned something new. And some of the other information is that apparently Saffire Rose began her journey as a songwriter and singer-songwriter in 2013. She's been making music ever since. It makes socially conscious music. So as an artist that has a bio that kind of goes on about just all the really cool things that they do for their community. And they talk about issues that are social issues that are important and not often enough talked about. So that's just really awesome. So shout out to Saffire Rose for that. And without any further ado, we're going to check out this song. It's called A Song For Me. So let's get the song going and we'll review it, play it, talk about it. Okay.
I didn't see it until you identified where I was.
What?
I couldn't see it from above.
What?
Flying high, built on a false facade.
Okay.
Spend my time trying to be a star.
Okay.
But I crumbled.
Pretty introspective song.
It all crashed down. Please tell me why I feel
I didn't expect that. That was like an explosion into the chorus. Okay.
singing for me, 'cause I am enough. This is a song for me. This is a song for me.
Okay.
I tried to heal you over the
So now we introducing some new sounds to the beat. It started off with just like the keyboard, then just came in with a little bit of a kick. So now for this verse, they bring in a little bit of that little guitar sound.
couldn't see you in such despair. I tried to save you from getting hurt, but then I realized I hadn't learned to overcome adversity and allow in what's right for me. But I crumbled, oh I crumbled. It all crashed down.
Okay.
Please tell me why I feel I was
It's pretty cool how it just jumps into the hook like that. I like that.
'cause I am enough. This is a song for me. This is a song for me.
I haven't used a telestrator yet this video.
I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry I couldn't love you. I'm sorry that I allowed the worst. I'm sorry, please know that. I promise I'll put you first. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I promise I'll put you first.
Okay, I have a telestrator moment here. I had to use it. I got it, so I got to use it. What do you call this, like, food right here? Can somebody explain that to me? It looks like we got, like, the pink stuff right here. You see, I'm not sure what this is. I see got the kiwi, the strawberries. It looks delicious. I don't know. Maybe, is that like an Australian type of a food? Like I said, I got the, I have a telestrator. So I'm going to use it whenever I have an opportunity to. Alright, back to the music. You're going to watch this video and hate me so bad. What's the matter with this guy? Watch the rest of the videos and it'll make sense to you, Saffire. Trust me. It's kind of cool how right here, like in the background, she's like kind of just doing like a droning vocal sound. That's kind of cool. That's what it sounds like, at least. Like in the background, just like a. That's kind of cool. Little synth and end it out. We'll see if there's any stuff after the credits. Song for me. Very nice. Good work. I like that song, Saffire Rose. Let's bring it back to me. That's some good stuff right there. I like that. I enjoyed that song. Yeah, so my first reactions to it, I like how it started off just kind of simple. Like, it's a very simple song, and then it kind of evolved. You know, I like the explosions of sounds that there is when we get into the hook. And I do like your songwriting. I like how it's a very uplifting type of a songwriting. You know, like you're saying that I am enough. You know, and I think that that's like a very important message that a lot of people need to hear right now, because, you know, things are very stressful. You know, there's a lot of messed up stuff going on in the world right now. You know, and I'll bring it up too, because this is a good video to, and a good song and a good artist to mention it. You know, the elephant in the room in the world right now is what's going on overseas, and where our family that's in Europe. You know. Well, definitely, it weighs heavily on my mind all the time, because I just think about it, how I'm sitting here in the U.S. and we're worried about it too, because it's affecting us economically and whatnot. And there are those of us in the U.S. that some people here have family members of theirs that are people they know personally who are over there in Ukraine that are dealing with that. So, you know, just like when there's issues, like big issues going on in the world that weighs heavily on our mind. You know, it could be big issues like that. It could even be just like small everyday things, and sometimes your relationships with other people that could just make you feel like you're not enough. That sometimes that you're not doing enough. So, you know, I think like an uplifting song like this right now, in lieu of, you know, current events, it's a good song to hear. So this uplifting, the message is good at any time for everybody, but there's definitely some people that could hear that message. So I think that that's pretty cool in the songwriting. The other song that I was going to review at first before I saw this one also was like that. It was very socially conscious song. The original one I was going to do was Why Take a Life, and that was a song that was about George Floyd, which boggles my mind too, because how that happened in the U.S. So this is someone who was in Australia that heard about it, and it moved them enough that they were meant to write a song and make a song about that. Because, you know, that's another thing, too, you know, that, you know, in the U.S. is advanced of a country as we say we are, the fact that we still have social injustice going on like that. We have police brutality, and those men, if they weren't on camera, they would have got away with it. And the reason why they did that, if we're just being honest about it, because they knew they could have gotten away with it, because it was someone of a different skin color than them. So, you know, it's just, that's to my point where I think, like, musicians like this who are willing to speak about issues that are personal to them and issues that people can relate to, and provide this kind of social commentary, kind of provide these introspective pieces, is very important for art in general. And because art does a better job at telling the story of us than any history book ever could. And that's facts. Like, if you listen to music from any time period in any era, you listen to what the singers were singing about, how the music sounded, it could tell you more than any textbook ever could about what was going on. So, a shout out to Saffire Rose for that. To talk about the music itself a little bit more, I kind of broke it down a little bit as the song was going on, but, you know, just very cool how the song, it built. I actually did like the abrupt transition into the chorus, you know, because I think that's something that was used in an artistic way to kind of just be like, boom all of a sudden. So I like that. I thought that the actual instrumental sounded pretty good too. You know, it did sound a little bit like FL Studio to me a little bit, as far as like it just did sound like it was the most highest quality of sounds. But she made it work. It came out in a good way, and I like it. I was into this, and yeah, this is just a nice little song. I really enjoyed this. I've checked out some of the other songs on your channel, so good stuff. So now we're gonna go to the most painful part of the video, the critique section of the review. So just some of the things vocally that I heard as a small critique. These are small little things that it's not directed at the artist ever. It's always what we could all learn from it when we're doing our own music. And it is tips of the artist. If you check in, you know, maybe you can keep it in mind for the next one, just from another musician, another producer. Tips and tricks. For the vocals, I just felt like I did hear maybe a couple of places that the intonation could have been improved slightly during the hook, but that was really it. You know, just a couple of little places. I thought, as far as the actual overall singing went, your voice sounded really good. Like the quality of your voice was good. Everything was really clear. I could understand everything, while at the same time it sounded melodic and musical. So shout out to that. That's the only critique I have for the vocals. The only other critique I'll give for it, I did mention it a little bit, that I think that it worked well, but maybe some of the sounds, it could have just been a little bit higher quality sounds used, and it would have taken it to a little bit higher level. And you know, when you're purposely going for a more lo-fi sound, sometimes kind of make it a little bit more obvious. You know, like maybe throw some bit crushers on there and turn them up a little bit so it sounds more lo-fi. But that's the only two critiques I got. So it's just a couple of the vocals. The intonation could have been better, and I think it could have had slightly better sounds for the instrumental. So that's all I got to say. Otherwise, this is an amazing song. It's a message that we need to hear right now. It's like an uplifting song to tell you that you're good enough. Do you. I like it. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go to my favorite part of the video. We're going to rank the songs that we're doing on the Powered by Vibe Billboard Chart. And we're going to see where I'm going to rank this one. Saffire Rose. Alright, so I got to do a little bit of deliberation here. So deliberations. So right now, first of all, before I forget, disclaimer, the Powered by Vibes Billboard Chart is not a reflection of the quality of the song. This is a list of recommendations, and this is going based upon what I think would be the most popular when recommended to other people. So a lot of this is about what songs are radio ready. What would be the most popular if we were putting it on the radio station today. So that's what it's based upon, not the quality. So don't think that your placement is saying that you're worse than a different song. So based on this, I'm just trying to look. This is also tough because all 5 of these songs are so incredibly different. So it's kind of a feel thing. I think I am going to leave this one at number 5 for now. So this is a good placement. Like I said, it's incredibly early in the year right now. We only have 5 songs, so do not be discouraged or offended. Please don't be, because the song is amazing. It's just simply my rationale for I'm going to leave it at 5 for my recommendations. It's just simply compared to some of the other ones that are a little higher up. If you check those out, which I encourage you to do, please check those out. Some of these other artists like Mainstream Commercial Nihilism and The Hanging Bandits are very socially conscious and socially aware artists that I think you would enjoy listening to as well if you check in and watch this. But I was thinking of, do I want to rank it above Christy K's Dead End Road song? My honest thing, the reason I'm leaving it at 5, Dead End Road, it just has a slightly more polished feel to it than this particular song did. So I'm going to leave it ranked right there for now. So I think this is what's going to hold its placement though as we get towards the end of the year, once we have closer to the 50 total songs selected. Because I think that this is really great work, and you know, my critiques for it were very small, slight critiques that only, like I said, the producer's ear can hear. So I'm reaching my 15-minute time limit for these videos. So let's go ahead and bring it back to my face. So let's wrap this video up. So the Saffire Rose, if you're watching, keep up the great work. I think everything that you're doing is really awesome. And it's great for your community. I'm sure everybody in your community appreciates it. And, keep making this music with this messages that, needs to get out there, I appreciate it when people do that, and I appreciate even more when people do it as well as you are. So, thank you for letting me feature your song on this channel, and definitely will keep an eye out for you. So, we'll give you a subscribe from our YouTube here, and we might be coming back to you again at some point, because I think I like what you're doing. So, the Saffire Rose, to all the Saffire Rose fans, and everybody watching at home, love what you do. I enjoyed listening to this song, and I hope that all of you did too. And I spread nothing but peace and love to all of you, and I will see you on the next review.
The power is back.